So I haven't done a Gintama video in a couple of weeks. I figure what I'm going to start doing is we're going to make them when I have a topic specifically that I want to talk about rather than maybe a certain episode. We do cover Gintama 2 to 3 times a week over on Patreon, so we get 2 to 3 episodes out every single week. And it has been a blast. We are a core deep now into the show. And I have discovered, I think, my favorite character. And I think objectively the best character being 13, 14 episodes deep into Gintama. Simply say, if you disagree, you're obviously wrong. But no, the brilliant thing about Gintama, there is a lot of depth already within just a singular core. And I think the landlady might be the best character. Which is really weird because up until a few episodes ago, I would have said she's a very entertaining character, but who would consider her the best? So why do I think she's the best, right? A couple episodes ago, I saw this very simple story of a man being like, you gotta find my lost love. Find my lost love. I never got to properly confess to her. Turns out the plot twist is that it's her, right? And she doesn't remember the dude, because it's not like they actually had a relationship, but it was enough that she humored him, right, in his death scene. And it was actually the first moment that Gintama didn't make me shed a tear, but I was like, damn, that's actually emotionally devastating. We finally got to a point where I was like, you know what? That's sad. And I thought that was a great moment. I said, you know what? Here's this bitchy old lady always on her ass about the rent. All landlords are the same, you know? But that humanized her. And I said, you know what? That's impressive. But that's not why I think she's the best character right now. It's actually because of her relationship with Gintoki. Literally, the following episode from that devastation, that heart tug, I learn that Gintoki and her kind of have a mother-son dynamic. She is absolutely a hard ass. You can't deny that. But she has a fucking heart of gold, man. Like, underneath that ugly ass mug. Because, anyone who drinks and smokes a lot, it definitely ages you a lot faster. So, given how much of a beauty she was in her prime, it's no wonder her skin ain't looking the best these days. But it's just the fact that the following episode, it really starts to make you say that, despite that hostility, that anger at face value, there's a reason why she lets this man continue to slack on the rent. Because reasonably, any other landlord probably would have evicted Gintoki after the first time he was late on his rent. The fact that I've known this guy for like 13, 14 episodes, and I'm convinced he's probably paid his rent on time this many times. Like maybe first month, because it convinced her that it was going to be fine. But to be honest, the fact that the latest episode I saw, it really does make me feel like, he's probably never paid on time. But I love the fact that one of my patrons did confirm that the author did say that he's always a few months behind, but he's never like years behind, right? It's always like he pays a little, but then he gets behind. He pays a little, so he's never caught up. And I think it's the fact that in a show that's as stupid as this, to be able to have that level of connection to a character who for episodes upon episodes, I just was like, man, what a bitch. She's hostile. But like over the course of this core, I've been seeing more and more layers to her where I'm like, she's actually not half bad. And I'm surprised, man, because if you're able to make a character who I thought was surely just going to be the Karen of the show, right, into this level of depth, only a core in, I mean, I don't think Gintama's going to miss. I got to be real. And I also really like the fact that they've also already started to establish Gintoki's emotional depth, despite it being stupid more often than not. And a phrase I came up with recently, I think it was maybe in the last video we did, I was like, Gintama's the type of show where literally nothing happens, but everything happens all at the same time. It's so interesting because I don't know a lot about what happened to him at this point, but with the latest episode I saw, he's lost a lot, and it seems like he shut his heart out for that reason, right? Why let people back in if you're just going to lose them? So the fact that he actually has such a relationship with Kagura and Shinpachi, despite already hinting that he really didn't want to get involved with people again, I think had it not been for the landlady, he wouldn't have had this connection with them. So it's almost like the mother dynamic with her helped him heal again, because honestly, whether you have mommy issues or not, or you've never really known the gentle embrace of a mother, at the end of the day, a proper mother figure in your life will allow you to be more vulnerable and allow you to push on into those dangerous feelings where it's like, why would I want to let people in again if I'm just going to lose them? So the fact that the landlady was actually able to help him heal a bit allows for him to have this beautiful relationship. And honestly, it's the funniest fucking thing. Because out of both characters, I thought for sure Shinpachi would be the one kind of like held like a dog. But he got the fucking piggyback and Kagura had to be held like that. I just think it's so sweet because obviously I thought these guys were all friends, but it's learning about why he resisted and why he's a little more, I'm just here for my Shonen Jump mag. I don't know. It's just, I'm finally starting to see some more serious elements to the show. I'm not saying it's like, oh my god, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. But for a shonen that is as silly as this, right? They're already laying out some really great characterization. And I think going for like the last few episodes in a row, like, oh my god, you're humanizing the landlady who I thought was just a bitch, but she allowed a dude to die on his deathbed thinking his true love came back to him. Then you learn about, you know, just the fact of Gintoki's stuff and the fact of the mother dynamic. It's just, I'm really enjoying this show, and I have yet to see a bad character. I still think Shinpachi is one of the best additions to the show because for as much stupidity as we see in this series, I think you need that straight edge. And I'll be honest, with the way people were bitching that like, oh my god, there's another Shinpachi fan, everyone hated him at the beginning. I have yet to see him be that straight edge that like kills the mood even for me, but like he just feels pretty normal. Like if anything, I feel like Shinpachi's actually been pretty good at like remaining kind of stupid alongside being the straight man. I mean, he could be way more of a hard ass and I love him, to be honest. But yeah, Gintama has been really good. I've been enjoying it a lot. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I have the appropriate amount of episodes I watch a week. I feel like I easily, like if I was just watching this on my own, I didn't have to be entertaining for camera. I could watch 20 episodes a week, easy, right? I did it for Hunter x Hunter. Actually, I did way more than that for Hunter x Hunter, but yeah. But I do feel like about 2 or 3 episodes a week, I feel like I get enough time because it's not like I'm doing them back to back. It's like every other day, basically. And it allows me to soak in and come back, and I'm enjoying it. I really am. I think episode 1 was the perfect start, and I've just enjoyed it significantly more as it gone on. I mean, the dog's finally properly introduced. Bros be opening up doors and getting their heads bit off by the dog. And it's all about Shonen Jump, baby. You can let me know your thoughts, though, on anything we discussed on this video. Let me know who your favorite character was, like, in the early stages of the show. Not your overall, like, who was your, like, within the first 3 months of watching, or the first 13 episodes, like, who was your favorite character? Do let me know. Drop a like, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell. Patreon, we do got full live reactions to every single episode of Gintama that we will ever do, because we're going to watch the whole fucking thing over there. So do consider supporting if you so wish. Like, comment, subscribe, yes, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.